Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm looking for confirmation if somebody can hear me. Um, let me know if you guys can hear me. Hi, Laura. Hi, Kenny. Hello, Terry. Oh, you guys. Thank everybody for being here. We are on a strict schedule, which means don't make me laugh. Don't distract me. Do not talk about how you're don't talk about acid for the face. Let's not get distracted, guys. Okay. Is my voice regular or do I have like a voice changer on? Don't laugh. Don't start with the laughing emojis. I'm not going to look. Hi, Les. Hi, Tiffany. We are really on a strict schedule. I promise. I promise this time. I know what I'm doing and we're going to, great. We're going to stick to the schedule. And I'm not going to look at you guys in the comments. You will not distract me. Okay. So, how is everybody doing? This is regular pleasantries. Please do not get out of character. Everybody act normal, okay? Act natural. We're just talking. Everything is okay. Who just dropped Aquaba in my comment? Leslie, see, this is part of distracting me because now I need to know. Are you from Ghana? Or you've been to Ghana? Which one is it? Face card is giving. That's a distraction. That's a distraction because now I gotta talk about it. Face card never declines, okay? The face card has never declined. Okay. Okay. Let's not get distracted, guys. Oh, thanks, Steph. Oh, you're on Abina. Hi, Abina. All right. I'm gonna not speak English for 2 minutes. Medasa pass over. Medasi. Okay, I'm back to speaking English now. All right, guys. Legit. That's been, I think, 2 minutes of pleasantries. We're moving on. Hi, Priyanka. Did I start watching Escape? No. So we're going to cover a lot of different things. If you're my Instagram, I would like to cover White Lotus really quickly because you all know what happened last night with White Lotus. Thank you. We're going to cover a little bit of Karen Reed, not like the trial as a whole, just I'm going to make some points. And I when I was watching and I was making my points, I was feeding my son a Chipotle to go plate. And this is the only thing I had to write notes on. So that's guac in a corner over there. You will not judge me. Okay? You will not be judging me. So we're going to get started. Please make sure, like Christina said, please make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. We are on our way to, I think, 18K. And you guys, I have a thing to tell you, and you let me know what you want to do. So I made a video for you guys on Sunday. It never posted, and I never noticed it never posted because I had been so busy with like regular life stuff. My technology queen. Christina, leave me alone. So I made a video for you guys on Saturday or Sunday. I can't even remember the day now. It was the day after we did our live, which was Friday. So I made the video on Saturday. And I actually talked about how we couldn't do the movie because after some research, I found out you cannot stream somebody else's work product, even though it's just for like us on our own and I have paid for it. It would still cause me some issues. So that's why we never did the movie. But I had made a whole video about other stuff. So let me know if it's too, excuse me, if you guys think it's too late to post or should I still post it? If you don't want it, I won't. But if you want me to post it anyway, I will. It is. I thought this was about the Baldoni case. It is, Lulu. It is about that. But we're very unhinged on live. So I love how tech challenge you also. You guys, I'm trying to be better. Okay. So we're gonna get started, but we're gonna get started with something that I saw yesterday that it touched me a lot. It's a little sad, so I'm gonna get it out of the way so that we can kiki and giggle for the rest of the day. And it's just kind of like a PSA. I'm not trying to give anybody parenting advice, but you guys who are on Instagram know my son swims a lot. He's always swimming. I post him in the pool. But there's this girl on TikTok. I don't know who she is. I didn't know who she is till yesterday. She had a son who tragically passed away a week or so maybe ago, and the boy passed away in their family pool. According to the reports, he was unattended when he was found and everything, but they don't know how long he was out there by himself or anything of the sort. And there were people in the comments shaming the mom, put pool gates around. Apparently, she had that, put pool covers. They did have it, but it wasn't covered at the time. A lot of stories. That's not why I'm going into. What I'm going into is my son is 6. He's been swimming since he was like 3 months, 4 months. I don't even know if they're allowed to swim that young, but we live in Florida. So it was kind of always important to me to make sure he was able to swim. So rest in peace to the little boy. But to every parent who has a kid, whether, and it could be a luxury sometimes. Not everybody has a pool accessible to them. It could be costly sometimes to go to swim lessons. But it's the one thing that I feel like you can put a price on. Just get your kids some type of water safety classes. Just let them be aware of their surroundings enough that my son, one thing, and it's one thing I can always tell moms, I never get in the water. Like, unless we have like a family pool day, fine. But when he's swimming, like sometimes I let him be in the water by himself. Obviously, I'm watching, I'm on the side, but to let him understand, if mommy's not in the water, if daddy's not in the water, what are you going to do? Like, are you able to swim to the edge by yourself? Now he's like a pro, he's like an Olympian swimmer. But please make sure your kids have some sort of an idea of what to do till help comes. Like, to hang on. There is this song they sing at the swimming class, walkie, walkie, like a monkey. I think just hold the ledge, hold the edges of the water till an adult comes. My kid never liked to wear vests, so I hate when people bring that up. My kid doesn't like that. He never wore that. But please do your best to get your kids, any age, whatever, some type of water safety. Even if it's not for them, later it could help another person's kid, other kids that they may be around. So that's sad. I pray for the little boy. I hope he rests in perfect peace. And I can't even imagine, like, it's unbearable for me. So please, we're going to get that out of the way. I hate to move on from such a topic like that because it seems so insensitive, but I just really wanted to say that. I don't know the lady from Adam, but that felt really like it touched me all day. Me and my husband were very like emotional about it. So please make sure your kids are safe and you're getting them the help they need if they're going to be around water or if you have a pool at home or your apartment or whatever. Okay. So the other sad story that I'm going to talk about before we get into the sanctions and we get into Karen Reed is Hailey Bieber. I do not feel bad for Hailey because she's a grown woman in a grown relationship and a marriage. I feel bad for the child that's in the marriage. Again, I'm not in their marriage, so I have no idea how to even say I feel bad for the child. But under those circumstances, is my husband going on Instagram or Twitter or wherever and typing the things Justin Bieber types, right? So I'm going to show you guys really quickly this post he made. Okay. And again, I'm challenged technology wise. So let me know if you can't see what I'm showing you. I'm going to do my best. So Hailey Bieber, I guess, made the cover of Vogue today. And her beloved husband, okay, you guys can see. Oh no, why is it I'm trying to make it bigger. Why is it getting smaller? Okay, I'm glad. Okay, so I didn't refresh my Instagram. After I posted it, I never refreshed it. So you guys can see what it still says. So Justin Bieber posted this picture of his kid's mother, his wife, and left her this amazing, amazing comment. If you guys saw my Instagram video, you got a chance to see this already. But if you didn't, I'm gonna read it. So he says in his caption, "Yo, this reminds me when Hailey and I got in a huge fight. I told Hales that she would never be on the cover of Vogue. Okay. Yikes, I know, so mean. For some reason, because I felt so disrespected, I thought I gotta get even. right there. Now, I know the Lord and I read the Bible every now and again. Let me not lie. I read the Bible a couple times a year. I know there's a part that says love does not envy, love does not get even, love does not do all that, right? Those of you who are really like, got Jesus on the main line, can you confirm? Because I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I think as we mature, we realize that we are not helping anything by getting even. The fact that he used the word mature while still writing this caption is amazing, right? We are honestly just prolonging what we really want, which is intimacy and connection. So, baby, you already know, but forgive me for saying you wouldn't get a Vogue cover because clearly I was sadly mistaken. Wait, what? Sadly mistaken is I feel like that should be gladly mistaken because you want to be so happy you were wrong, but you're saying you were sad you were wrong. What does that even mean? Like, I don't understand that. Sadly you are mistaken, unless you don't know the phrase and you really meant to say gladly and you said sadly, then fine. But if you really know what you're saying and you said sadly you are mistaken, I'm scared for Haley. But again, like I said in my video that I posted, Haley kind of made her bed, and I hate it. I hate for it to be like you made your bed, now lie in it. But after we did a video a while ago where we talked about all the things people claim Haley did to get this man, right? So if I look at that, if I look at the track of, yeah, okay, so somebody got the thing for me. Yes, 1 Corinthians 13:4. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not exactly. I don't see a love that is making my husband want to come and tell the world he was so mean to me, to the extent that he is sad that he was wrong because now I'm on the cover of Vogue. And again, I feel bad for the child because this is traumatic. And I don't care how many people want to be like, oh my God, they're so witty and he loves her so much. This is not witty. This is not even funny. It's sad. It's mean. I wouldn't want my Yesu. Leslie just said Yesu. You guys, Leslie is from my country. So she just said Yesu in a way that in my country, it's almost like Jesus Christ, but in my language, we would say Yesu. But honestly, I wouldn't want anybody, my friend, I wouldn't want my friend to leave me this caption, let alone my husband. But I'm glad I never refreshed because as you guys can see, that says 4 hours ago and it says edited. Now I'm going to refresh Instagram so you can actually see the new comment because people were getting on him in the comment section. I can show you right here. People were going at him in the comment section. Perez, for example, was like, sadly, you were mistaken, question mark. Like I just said, somebody says you need help with captions, King. I don't think he needs help with captions. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. And then there were some very confused people talking about, yes, what are we saying yes for? Jacque said, real one twin. What? That is not good. Somebody said giving Kanye is definitely giving Kanye. And what is the wife's name? Sensories, something, the wife's name. A simple congrats would have been fine. And I want to reiterate, he never said congratulations to her in the video. He just brought up the fact that I told you you would not amount to anything. I just want to mention that. Somebody said, just say congrats, brother. Okay, that's enough of that. Now we're going to look at what he edited the caption to be. Which again, I'm sick to my stomach because you should have just kept, like at this point, if you were just going to edit the caption to that, you should have just kept it as it was. Okay. So let me show you guys what the new caption is now. And I'll let you guys be the judge of it if you think it's better, because I made a video that I haven't posted yet, but I saw the new caption and I about passed out from laughter. That's it. That's it. I don't know if you guys can see at the top. That's the new caption. Can you guys see? It's an emoji, with the guy saying, I don't know, to a finger pointing directly to a heart to crying eyes. What does that mean? What does that mean? If I'm going to be literal, that's like, I don't know why y'all are so bothered. I don't even know if you can, interpret it that way, but it kind of looks like, I don't know, you got it. Love ya. crying. What does that even mean? If people told you, oh, bro, like, edit your captions because the one you posted is kind of sad or bad, and you came back with 4 emojis, either these were the most random emojis on your lineup and you just picked those emojis, or you hate me. Somebody says, to be fair, a lot of men don't know how to be don't know how to compliment. They always kind of backhand. Emily, no, this man hates her. This is not a this is not a first, installment of one of these weird captions. This is not a second one. It's not a third one. It's giving, you want me, you got me. And people are like, he needs to leave her. He's not leaving her. And I figured that out today. And if I'm wrong, that's fine. But Laura says, if my husband left me either of those comments for my cover of Vogue, he'd be sorry. Honestly, he does hate her, but I feel like he's trying. No, I feel like he's trying to let her know, do not be confused about the fact that I hate you, is what I think he's trying to do. He's not giving her any room to be confused here. I don't think he's allowing room for her to be like, oh, maybe he doesn't he doesn't completely hate me. He says, why do you think he won't leave her? Because Selena is not available. And I think he's her punishment for life. I don't think he will ever leave her, and I don't think he will ever allow her to leave him. And I would not be surprised if he gets her pregnant again. I would not be surprised if Hailey is pregnant again by the end of the year or next year. They will have more than one child. I truly believe it. There was no prenup. Yes, there's no prenup, but not just the prenup part of it. I don't think he will leave her because I feel like he always thought endgame would be Selena. Somehow they will find their way back. And now, what's his face? The curly hair guy, the one who doesn't wear shoes. I can't remember his name for the life of me. But now they seem to be pretty locked in. Selena seems to have found him, a partner. And I don't think Justin is willing to live in a world where Selena is not available and he's single. The crash out would be immense. It would be wild. So I think he's gonna be Hailey's hell for the rest of Hailey's natural life. And I'm sad to say it. I wish it wasn't fact, but I don't foresee him letting her go, especially now. The way everything has kind of unfolded with the everybody coming up with these theories about how Hailey went through all these lengths to get him. It's giving, you want me, you got me. It's giving, I'm gonna be hell. I'm gonna make sure you don't know peace. And it's sad. It's sad to see because this girl she probably will have all the money she'll ever want in the world. Her companies are gonna do well as long as he's attached to him. But nobody knows what's going on inside the house. But the instances of him, I read he's financially struggling. I don't know that I believe that. I mean, unless he has been the most absolutely unhinged, irresponsible person and has had horrible business managers and nobody is looking out for him, I don't foresee his businesses not doing well and keeping up to keep him financially stable. I don't think he's hurting. Justin Bieber could say he's going on tour today and sell out arenas. People will come out to see. So I don't think he's hurting financially. Why was Benny at the hotel at 3 a.m. with her OnlyFans best friend? Girl, I don't know. And I'm not here for that. I don't know nothing about that. I barely even know that man's name. I don't think I could get into it. All right. So we're going to move on. This is just, it's sad to me. Yeah. Somebody said he sold his catalog for 200 million. And like I'm telling you guys, like if he literally wanted tomorrow to do like a stadium tour to make some money, he will find backers and he will find people to buy the tickets. He's not broke. Whatever that story is, I don't know who put it out there, but I don't believe it for 1 second. All right, so we're going to jump to something that I saw earlier today. I made a short video about it that I'm going to post for you guys on Instagram and what's the other place? TikTok. But I haven't posted it yet because I want to, you guys never kind of get everything first. So I want to know how many of you guys have seen this. And well, I call BS because again, I think it's BS. But let me know what you guys think about this story. If I could find it, that would be great. Okay, let's see. Do, 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 do. Boop, boop. Where is it? Hmm. Okay, I found it. Okay, here we go. Have you guys seen this, or have you been anywhere that anybody has talked about this? Because I call absolute bullshit. This is People Magazine. So People Magazine claims, and I find it very funny because I don't foresee why is this doing that? I've never seen my computer do this before. Mm. Okay, we're just gonna read it like that because I've never seen my computer do this, but it's okay. Now it's showing me a different thing. Why? Why? Okay. Can you guys see the People article or you see something else? Okay. So People magazine reported earlier today that Justin Baldoni is feeling the financial and emotional weight of his legal battle with Blake Lively. Absolute bullshit. And they claim they have a source, and the source is a close, personal, loyal friend to Justin Baldoni. I could have told you the exact same thing, and I've never met Justin Baldoni, except it will be such a lie because anybody who knows anything about this case knows Steve Surowitz is footing the bill for the legal defense. Why would Justin Baldoni be feeling any type of let's just read the thing, okay? And let's laugh because I cackled when I saw it. I laughed a little when I saw it. So headline exclusive. Justin Baldoni is feeling the financial and emotional weight of his legal battle with Blake Lively. Exclusive sources. It ends with us legal drama is causing stress. A source tells people, but Baldoni is a very positive guy. His friend, his close personal friend called him Baldoni. Okay. Okay, you got me. Justin Baldoni is focused on his family and faith amid his ongoing legal battle with Blake Lively. A family friend of Baldoni tells people, I could be that family friend. You watching me could be that family friend. Anybody watching this could be the family friend that told people Baldoni is focused on his family and faith. How is this breaking news? Who doesn't know that Baldoni is focused on his family and his faith? Why did it just get skinny? Okay. Who doesn't know that? Like, is anybody in this comment confused that Justin Baldoni is focused on his friends and his family? Like, what is this supposed to be? Let's continue reading because it gets funnier. Justin Baldoni is focused on his family and faith, right? The It Ends With Us co-star, the It Ends With Us actor director, 41, and his wife Emily have been leaning on a tight circle of loyal friends. What? As the legal back and forths continue. Okay. The lawsuit drama is causing stress for both of them. But their marriage is solid and they're actually closer than ever. Adds the friend of the couple who wed in 2013. No, I'm absolutely not. Make it make sense. Write something that's not such BS and such like this is not a phenomenon. And honestly, first of all, you did not get this story from a close family friend. Somebody in your writing department was like, you guys, the news is kind of dry on the Baldoni Lively front right now. So can we just come up with a little something? Let's write how, he's stressed, he's leaning on family. I could have written this article and said I got it directly from his bestie, and you would have to believe me. Anybody knows this. My son knows this. What is this supposed to be? Let's keep reading because I don't even know why I'm doing this. Lively and Baldoni's legal saga began in December of 2024. Word salad. Now they need to fill space because why are they now giving us like a synopsis of what's going on so far? So all the family friend could tell you was that they're leaning on friends and family and their faith. You didn't get anything else out of the close family friend. Okay. Because then they go on. Lively and Baldoni's legal saga began in December 2024 when Lively filed a sexual harassment complaint against Baldoni, alleging that he engaged in misconduct during the film's production. The actress also accused, why are you taking up space with information we already know? Somebody says family friend mean fifth cousin twice removed. Funny enough, Christina, I don't even think there is a family friend. I don't think anybody told them anything. I think somebody in their department was like, hey guys, this is believable. We could write this. And as soon as we put that, it's gonna attract likes, it's gonna attract clicks. Let's write it. And the editor approved it. This is literally regurgita. This is like Lively filed a sexual blah blah blah. Justin hit back with 400 million. Publicist, wafer, blah blah blah. It's not news. It's not news. Then they go, this is funny. March still feels very far away. The family friend says he's certainly feeling the financial and emotional weight of this legal fight. What financial weight? Steve Sarowitz is paying. What financial weight? And again, I'm not saying just because Steve Sarowitz is paying, Justin could not feel the whatever stress from it, but this is not facts. And I could be the source. You could be the source. Anybody could write this. Anybody could say this, and it would be facts. So you didn't need to tell me this came from a close personal family friend source. Get away from me. That was a weak ChatGTP article. Honestly, I feel like if I literally told ChatGTP, hey, ChatGTP, what is Justin Baldoni doing during this tough time? ChatGTP will spit this out. He's certainly feeling the financial and emotional weight of this legal fight. Get this. The Jane the Virgin alum taking up more space. The Jane the Virgin alum is a very positive guy. You don't freaking say, really? The person stresses, adding that Baldoni believes things will work out for the best. What? This is an exclusive article that Justin Baldoni is stressed and he's leaning on his family and he hopes and he believes everything will work out for the best. This never you could have sent this in a group chat. You did not need to make this an article. Baldoni shares, oh, this is where I know they really know stuff. This is what I know. People Magazine really knows information. Baldoni shares 2 kids. What? Daughter Maya and son Maxwell with Emily, 40. He's been spending time with his family and close friends as much as ever. Another friend of Baldoni's tell people he's always had a small circle close to him and that hasn't changed. Excuse me. Why? Did Blake write this? Because this is word salad to the max. Meanwhile, a Hollywood source says that Baldoni isn't worried about finances or career prospects amid the fallout. He's very confident in his legal team, they say. Okay. Nancy Drew is asking, why is it so funny? Like, are you asking why I'm laughing, or you want to know why the article is actually funny? Because I'm laughing because this is the shit show. This is hilarious. Like, is that why you're asking? Because I don't know. This is ridiculous. Why did this need to be an article? You're telling me Justin has 2 kids? Great. His wife is 40. We knew that. He's leaning on his close friends and family. We knew that. What? And it's an exclusive? Okay. And then they go further. Baldoni broke a stretch of silence following the release of It Ends With Us by honoring his wife and on Mother's Day. Okay. My mom gave us faith. My wife, this is regurgita. They literally are like, oh, you're saying we know, but the readers do not. No, we know this. I'm just trying to find out why People Magazine thinks this is like an exclusive article. Lively, who shares 4 kids, they literally needed to take more space. So now they're talking about Blake Lively's kids. Why? Why is this an article? And why? Why is it an exclusive article and you're lying saying you got it from a friend, a close family friend? Okay, we're going to move on to this because Scarlett Johansson's directorial debut, Eleanor the Great, landed her a 5-minute, it was actually like 6 minutes if you calculate, standing ovation at Cannes. She praises star June Squibb as truly inspiring. So Scarlett Johansson's movie, Eleanor, what happened? Oh Lord, no. We lost the camera. I'm coming back. Give me 2 seconds. Give me a second. I'm coming back. Am I back? I'm not back. Okay. Let's see. I'm on my way back. Okay. I'm back. Okay. I'm back. I'm like all the way back here. Okay. So Scarlett Johansson's movie did great at Cannes, and we know Wayfair Studios produced it. And people in other articles try to put out a story by saying like Justin is not going, and if the movie does well, it's not going to look good for Justin because, well, you can't say your movie didn't do well, but then Scarlett Johansson's movie did great. Keep in mind, Justin does not act in this movie. He does not direct this movie. All he did literally is produce the film, give ScarJo money to make the film. So as much as Wayfair is involved in this, Justin himself is not really that intertwined in the movie. So them trying to say, you know, if ScarJo's movie does well, it doesn't look good for Justin. I don't buy that. So please make sure if you want to support Eleanor the Great, support Wayfair as a studio, support Justin as a person, support ScarJo, please go check out Eleanor the Great. I don't know when it's coming to theaters, but it's coming soon. So ScarJo has made a major splash in Cannes with her feature directorial debut, Eleanor the Great, competing in the uncertain regard competition. The film starring June Squibb, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and Aaron Kellyman earned Johansson and her cast a 5-minute standing ovation on Tuesday. It was like 6 minutes, actually. Johansson was escorted by her all-powerful agent and CEO of CAA, Brian Lord. Her husband, Weekend Update anchor Colin Jost, arrived solo and mingled with Sony Pictures. You see how he arrived solo? You see how Colin arrived and let ScarJo have her moment on the carpet? Didn't be like, I worked with her and everything. I helped her with, like, you see how he did that? I thought that was sweet. And then ScarJo also hosted Saturday Night Live over the weekend, and Colin gave her some flowers. And Bad Bunny's face was the best. If you guys didn't get a chance to see. Yes, Leslie, 6 minutes straight of just a standing ovation. People just were on their feet, clapping, cheering, screaming for her, and she just stood there and received all her glory. I know Blake is seething. I know Blake Lively is somewhere seething. Okay. ScarJo was so Colin was there, her agent, the CEO of CA was there, and everybody was great. Introducing the film, ScarJo said premiering in Cannes was really a dream come true. When you make a film that's an independent film like this, no one's doing it for the money. Surprise, surprise. She continued, really everyone that came together for this film came together because they love the story, the script so much. It's a film about many things. It's about friendship, it's about grief, it's about forgiveness. And I think those are all things that we can use a lot more of these days. Eleanor the Great sees Squibb play the witty and proudly troublesome 94-year-old Eleanor Morgenstein, who, after a devastating loss, tells a tale that takes on a dangerous life of its own. So a lot of people don't realize Wayfair came into this because ScarJo couldn't find anybody to fund this film for a while. So Wayfair Studio and Justin Baldoni came in kind of, not, I don't want to say at the last minute, but they came in after multiple studios and multiple production companies hadn't given it a chance. And he gave ScarJo and this movie the shot by financing it and producing it. And I think eventually Sony bought it, but Wayfair Studios is the reason why Eleanor the Great is going to be in studios. So shout out to Wayfair Studios for that. And please make sure to support it. It's going to be in theaters. People are like, they don't know enough about the story or don't, just go support the damn movie. Thank you. We appreciate it. So ScarJo is on double duty in Cannes, as she's also among the bumper star and cast for Wes Anderson, the Phoenician scheme. She's also something of a Cannes veteran, having previously attended for Anderson's last film, Asteroid City, in 2023. So again, I never knew about the Eleanor the Great story before everything started and we realized Wayfair was funding it and ScarJo was debuting it. So please make sure to go check it out. Like I said, a lot of people are wondering like if they should just, somebody said it would just buy the ticket and just buy multiple tickets without even, going to check out the movie on its own. So we're going to cover this sanctions. I can't even say the word because I've had to say it so many times in the last couple of days. So sanctions. As of yesterday, we know Blake Lively asked for sanctions on everybody but Justin Baldoni. And the reason being, she's saying she doesn't understand why everybody else think they have beef with her. I'm going to explain it like a regular person so you guys can understand. Right? She's like, I don't know why Jen Abel thinks she has beef with me. I don't know why Melissa Nathan thinks she has beef with me or I defamed them. So right here, this is Manat, which is their firm. So Ezra Hudson wrote this to Judge Lyman. Pursuant to rules 1C and 4C, the court's individual rules and practices, Blake Lively respectfully submit this letter motion to compel Wayfarer Studios, and it ends with us. Oh, this is this? Hold on, I think I gave you guys the wrong one. This is the investigation. Okay, we can cover the investigation really quickly and move on to the sanctions. So we all remember that Blake Lively claims she's been SH, which is why we're here, right? But we also know that she claims there was no investigation and she asked for one, even though she didn't. What she actually did, and I don't want there to be any mistakes about this, what Blake did is every time she claims something has happened, she leveraged it to get something. I'm going to explain. For example, she would claim and say, somebody walked in on me breastfeeding. Instead of filing an SH claim or trying to actually get help for what she claims happened, she would be like, well, now I want editing rights, right? Instead of saying, oh, I've been SH'd, I want this to be investigated, and I want the people responsible to be punished. She's like, no, I want a PGA mark. I'm going to give you this list. I want this, I want this, I want that. If you don't want me to, make a fuss about it, give me this. And then Wayfarer would be like, I don't know what you're talking about. We already have these things on set, but if you need it in writing, go ahead. Then they'll write it, they'll sign it for her, which is why she's doing all of this now, because she has these things in writing, which a lot of Blake fans are using as an excuse to say, oh, remember they admitted to doing this and that. No, they never admitted to anything. They had a movie that needed to get made. Blake was literally top billing. If she ducked out at the last minute, the movie was going to go kaput. So they had to say yes to almost everything she wanted in the end. But they claim the so-called investigation is a disingenuous charade. Wayfarer failed, although it was legally required to investigate Miss Lively's concerns when she first raised them in May 2023. Had it done so, Miss Lively would have participated in such an investigation. Why are we rewriting history? Why are we rewriting histories? I don't understand. And it would have been substantiated. It would have substantiated the sexual harassment and suffered while on the set of the film It Ends With Us, which included, among other things, Mr. Baldoni's unsolicited discussion about his addiction to porn and sex life. Can I say that on here? I don't know. And his improvised intimacy scenes without Miss Lively's consent. If her complaints were promptly investigated as the law requires, she may also have been spared the retaliatory smear campaign by Wayfarer and its co-defendants. Instead, Wayfarer waited years until January 2025 to initiate this investigation. By that time, Wayfarer had already forcefully publicly denied Miss Lively's allegation and sued her for several others for $400 million for making the very same allegations that are now the subject of this neutral investigation for a workplace that no longer exists, the film set. What's more, by January, its counsel had repeatedly called Miss Lively a liar in the widely circulated media interviews. She is a liar. Why are we confused? Blake never went and said, hey, I've been SH'd, I've been this, I've been that, I want an investigation done. She said, oh, I claim you walked in on me breastfeeding. I want this. I claim you walked in on me changing and getting makeup removed. I want this. As a matter of fact, come to my house. We're going to have dinner. We're going to talk. Oh, when you show up, I'm going to have my dragons there. And now what I want is I want to write the script and you're going to let it happen. Oh, and when you say no, I'm going to buy my eyelashes and I'm going to send you a long text message. I'm going to send you long text messages about how I've been betrayed by this industry and how men have not taken me seriously. Turns out those men were your own husband because you worked with him on Deadpool, you claim. You swear to God you work on everything together. Where is your producer credit on Deadpool? Where is your PGA credit from Deadpool? Because you claim you helped with the wardrobe, you helped with the music, you helped with the script. Hell, you helped with the actors. You gave birth to multiple of the actors in Deadpool. You let your child sit there and say those vile, disgusting lines. Where is it? Where is your producer credit from Deadpool? You don't have it. Every time your husband would shit on you, you would come to Justin to make you whole. Oh, these men don't take me seriously. Justin sent a long voice note feeling so bad that he couldn't even text a message. And I do that a lot. Like when I have like a point to make, sometimes writing, texting, things get out of context. So I prefer to send voice notes. Ask anybody who texts me. I will send you a voice note quicker than I will text you because again, you can hear my emotion. You can hear my sincerity before you could read it. You bamboozled this man into messaging you and sending you a voice note about how he feels bad for you and how men have not treated you right in the past. This whole time you were talking about your husband. And you turn around and use that as he was trying to seduce you. We're gonna move on. Don't get me started. We're gonna move on because we still have to get to my Karen Reed notes on my Chipotle to go box. So I don't want to get distracted. Instead of you participating in an investigation, instead of you wanting an investigation when you claimed SH happened, sweetie, we're here because there was no SH ever. You went to Sony and you told them, I want this, I want that. In fact, you took this man's movie from underneath him. You wanted editing rights. You wanted directors. You wanted to be the editor. You wanted to be the script supervisor. You wanted to work in wardrobe. You thought you were so good with wardrobe until the pictures came out and the world was shitting on you. Then you were like, oh, Justin, like, we got to do something about this. And he came in the studio in your trailer and was feeling so bad for you that he got emotional and shed a tear or two. And you used that against him and said he came in your trailer and cried and cried and cried and cried. You're filming a movie. You've had 4 kids. You're pregnant in the movie. You're going to give birth in the movie. This man is like, I'm tired of seeing the regular, birthing scenes where people give birth in the hospital and it's traumatic and blah, blah, blah. You know what? Jamie, our co-producer, he had a home birth. Maybe Jamie could show you a home birth he had with his wife, considering you are a woman who has pushed 4 kids out of your hoo-ha. I don't even know if you pushed them out or how you had them. He thought that would be something you could get down with. You said, and there's text messages to prove this, I would like to see it after lunch because they were eating when they were having this conversation. Jamie Heath pulls up to you, barely opens his phone to shows you the text message, the video of his wife giving birth, which Jamie is such a petty king. I love it. Because did you guys see that on Mother's Day, he actually posted all the birthing videos for all his kids? Did you guys see? If you didn't get a chance, I think it's still up on him or his wife's page. So I would go take a look at that if I were you. But I love that Jamie was such a petty king for that. So you went from, oh, I've had 4 kids. I know how to have kids. I'm going to be pregnant in this movie. But when somebody suggests another birth, story other than just laying on the bed and push and be traumatic, you're like, no, that's porn. What are we doing? What are we doing here? You are a grown woman who has had 4 children and you can't watch somebody giving birth at home in a bathtub. What was so traumatizing by that video? Was it the fact that your husband is just your sperm donor? It's not alleged. That's what Taylor Swift said. Don't come at me. Taylor Swift said the kids are sperm donor babies and Ryan Reynolds is the sperm donor. He did not call them their father. So don't come at me. Taylor is my source. I am citing Taylor Swift as my source for calling Ryan Reynolds a sperm donor. Which one is it? You cannot have it both ways. And I know you love to think 2 things can be true at the same time. This is not true at the same time. You did not want an investigation done. You wanted to take over this movie and you came up with your own route. You laid out your own roadmap. You're like, oh, I'm gonna say they saw me breastfeeding. What is the appropriate place to look when you're breastfeeding? Your eyes. Jamie Heath looks you dead in your eyes when you're breastfeeding, and you're like, he looked at me. Bitch, what the fuck did you want him to look? You wanted him to look at your boobs so you could actually claim SH? He looked at you in your eyes. But no, he can't do that because he's beneath you. Okay, let's get it together. Where did I leave off? Because that got me tight for a minute there. So, particularly giving Wayfair has publicly stated foregone conclusion that Miss Lively's allegations are not true. They're not. They're not. Wayfair is not permitted to wield the attorney-client privilege as a sword and a shield, invoking the privilege for now, but insinuating that it may waive it later to some unknown future date. It's their right. It's their right, Ezra. Like, I haven't been to law school, and I know that. So pretty much now they're like saying they want Wayfair to give up. I hate this whole part of it because I truly don't give a shit. I don't care. There was no SH. Therefore, there was no investigation that needed to be done. You didn't want an investigation done. And don't even get me started on Jenny Slate, because you went and told these people you living in a roach infested, whatever, high floor, whatever apartment. And they told you, we're going to get, somebody said, Elsie said, and another thing, Jenny Slate bitch ass was like, oh, my apartment is not suitable for me and my child. And Jamie Heath, I'm wondering this if this conversation took place in an office. I could just imagine Jamie sitting there, right? I'm going to do my best Jamie in a soft-spoken, which is going to be hard for me, be like, oh my God, Jenny, absolutely. Like, we cannot have you or your son in a place that's not suitable for you. We got it. Wayfair as your boss, Wayfair as your employer, we're going to give you a whopping $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 so you don't have to worry about losing your deposit, right? Go get you a place that's good for your kid. Go get you. Motherhood is what's important right now. We understand you're here to do a job, but girl, forget the job for a minute. Motherhood is important. The fact that you have to even bring your child to work is important. And Jenny Slate went, something in the milk ain't clean. Why are you so interested in my parenting? Why do you want to see me do well? Why do you want to see my son in a good apartment? Why do you want to see me in a good apartment? I smell SH. The fuck? If I went to my boss and said, I don't have a boss, but say I did, say any of you went to your boss. It's like, can you imagine? I want to hear Jenny Slate on the stand explain this. So Miss Slate, you went to see your boss, Mr. Heath, and explain to him how your apartment is not suitable for you and your child. And what did he say? Well, you would not believe the nerve of Mr. Heath. He agreed with me and agreed to pay me. Excuse me, can you come again? Yes, I said he agreed the apartment wasn't good and he agreed to pay me back for my security deposit. I mean, who does that, right? The jury's going to be sitting there like, girl, what? What? Your boss gave you what you wanted and you thought he was SHing you and making you feel uncomfortable? You can't make this up. I'm gonna move on because I could do this all day, and we have 10 minutes. So, and I plan to stay on time today. It's gonna be a record breaker. So we're gonna move on to the sanctions that Ryan Reynolds wants now, because I'm not playing with him either. Where is this? No. So Blake, we're gonna cover Blake's sanctions really quickly. It's the same thing. Ryan's is a little bit emotional, but Blake Lively asked for sanctions yesterday, saying again, nobody else, seriously, 15K, you're mad. Nobody else has a case against her. She's saying she doesn't know why Jen Abel thinks she has a case. Sweetie, you got a fake subpoena and got her text messages. You don't see how she has a case against you? She doesn't see why Melissa Nathan has a case against her. Melissa Nathan was on the text chain. She doesn't see why Steve Sarwitz has a case against her. You went and told people Steve Sarwitz said he was going to do you like Israel is doing Gaza. You lied and said that man said that. You specifically wielded those words knowing what it would do. Don't throw stones and hide your hands. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't know why Steve Sarwitz and Jamie. You pretty much called Jamie Heat a predator and said he was looking at you and your milk jugs. Look here, Cowbell. Don't nobody want you like that. You and your husband are the only ones that want you, and we don't even know if that man wants you. So you don't know why Jen Abel has a case against you. I could tell you. You don't know why Melissa Nathan. I could tell you. Steve Sarwitz. I could tell you. They all have a case against you. They left Justin out of the sanctions because they're like, well, technically, I guess he's the only one. I can't believe I just called that lady Cowbell. I'm a mess. Kenny, shout out to you for writing that too. Milk jugs and Cowbell. What is wrong with me? So Ryan is on the same tip today because Ryan is also now saying, well, I don't know why any of these people think they have beef with me because technically I accept my beef is with Justin Baldoni because I called him a predator and his feelings got hurt. So why is everybody else's feelings hurt? I don't get. And he's coming at Brian Friedman specifically, even quoting, remember when somebody put the bells for Cowbell? Remember when Brian Friedman went on Billy Bush's podcast and was like, right after the SNL, right? And was like, I don't know anybody whose wife has been SH who will go on a show or something and make jokes about it. Ryan is bringing that up. He's like, he doesn't know why Brian Friedman keeps bringing his name up or citing the fact that like nobody whose wives has been SH would act the way Ryan is acting. Ryan has a problem with that. I think it's a bunch of BS. Now, Jen Abel, Melissa Nathan, maybe even Jamie Heath. I don't know how they could have beef with Ryan. He could get away with that. But I don't think he gets away with the Justin thing. Again, Justin's name is not in the sanctions, but still, you're the reason WME dropped him pretty much. Which you and your wife both bring up the whole Steve Sarwitz said this. He's gonna spend $100 million to make you guys suffer, and then you quote him bringing up Israel and Gaza as a comparison. You can't get away from that. You cannot get away from that. So I don't know what the judge is going to do. I have no clue how the judge is going to rule, but we're going to read our friend Leanne, who was a lawyer, who we've had Leanne on here before. I wanted to show you guys really quickly. You guys, it's Mr. Elsrich. Do we answer or not? I will leave it up to you guys. I'm going to text him and say I'm live and see if he needs me like for an emergency. Because I don't know. It could be an emergency. I'm live. We're going to see if he needs me right now. Okay. So Leanne took the time to answer some questions. Okay. It's not an emergency. He doesn't absolutely need me right now. Let's see. Okay, so Leanne pretty much wrote this today, and I'm going to read it. So the statement, he complains about Friedman making our Taylor to Ryan, to Reynolds, and that's really the only difference to Lively's, like I already mentioned. So, but he says, love you. Oh, does anyone know why so many kids? Why so many kids? From who? I'm lost in the comments. I'm gonna leave the exactly. I'm in the war room. I guess he didn't know I was live, so that's why he called me. So again, like I was telling you guys, Brian Friedman's name in the sanctions, Ryan specifically references things Brian has said, referencing Ryan specifically. So he might have a leg to stand on there. But again, I don't know you can really call that defamation or be mad about that. He is defending his client, a client whom you've gone out of your way to defame. So I guess it's tit for tat. I'm gonna call it that. So Ryan is arrogantly asking to be dismissed from the case despite his publicly documented involvement, extending far beyond just being a supportive spouse. And that after lighting a match, Mr. Reynolds now seeks to run from the flames. It won't work. Remember, Brian Friedman said this a while ago. Mr. Ryan can appear as on as many sketch shows as he wants and feebly try to make light of his current situations, but we will not stop until he's held accountable for his actions. I don't think that's bad. I think it's free speech. He's defending his client. He can say whatever he wants. What I do want to mention, I do think this is all being done because they do not see the motion to dismiss being granted. I don't think it's coming. The motion to dismiss is not coming. You cannot put it out of your mind. I think this is 100% a classic. Well, if we're not going to get the motion to dismiss, let's try to see if we can get some sanctions slapped on certain people. Because if the sanctions work, they get the attorney's fees back. And I also believe they definitely are looking for a discount here. If Justin Baldoni tomorrow was to say his price has dropped from 400 million to 50 million, they will pay. They will pay for this to go away. I don't think they're like, like interested in paying 400 million. Oh, yes, I saw that. I saw that, Leslie. That man is 100% out of here. He is not together. So I think they're definitely looking for a discount of some sort. And this is just one of it. It's like, well, if the motion to dismiss is not coming, let's try to get as many people dropped from this lawsuit as possible. Maybe that makes it cheaper for us. Because now if it's no longer Wayfair, Jamie Heath, Jen Abel, Melissa Nathan, Justin, and everybody, the 400 million number comes down either way. So I think they're definitely looking for a discount. All right. So we're going to talk about something that I set off yesterday. I didn't even know I was starting such a discussion when I shared this with you guys. So here we go. And if you're not on my Instagram, you're confused, but we have 4 minutes, and that's about how long I have to discuss what the heck this show is supposed to be. What is this supposed to be? And I like dark humor. I like drama. I could get into it. This was the most confusing. I don't even know how long it was. I just sat there, kept waiting for it to end. And the amount of you that are White Lotus stans who are in my DMs telling me, girl, you got to finish it. Shut up. I don't want to. It's horrible. I am not wasting a goddamn minute on this again. Because what somebody in the comments, tell me what is this supposed to be about? I'll wait. You can't tell me, can you? Nobody knows what it's about. Nope. And it's not even provocative. This doesn't fit with that song. I don't know. It was weird. It was uncomfortable to see. It was bizarre. And then I hate the explanation. A lot of people are like, season 1 is all right. Season 2 is blah. Just jump to season 3. What am I do that for? Why am I going to do that? Why would I do that? Somebody's like, no, push through. You got to get to like episode 3. And no, I have a rule, and it's worked for me every single time. And every time I've betrayed that rule, somebody said, what is it about? Exactly. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. If you said, Elsie, for $1 billion, tell me what White Lotus is about, or tell me what episode 1 was about, I'm going to be broke. Murder? Somebody died in this? I didn't even know. I didn't even know there was murder involved. Okay, so the point is nobody knows what the show is about. Y'all just like it. Great. I have 2 minutes, and I'm going to cover my Karen Reed notes really quickly, okay? Now, the first thing I want to say is I know I've been telling you guys I love the law, and I would love to go to law school, and I can't. This Karen Reed trial has taught me that I could never be a trial lawyer, because me and Aunt Bev, me and Bev would have been fighting by now. I would be held in contempt of court every day, because the minute somebody says, if I say objection and Bev goes sustained, or like in the next one, objection, Your Honor, I'll allow it. I'm going to allow that one. What the fuck, Bev? It's the same question. It was the same exact question. The minute Bev says, I'm going to allow it, I'm going to allow it, I'm going to allow it, I'm fighting. The minute I see Bev make one of those faces, you know how Bev be making faces when the defense is talking? I'm jumping over the witness, and I'm punching Bev, and I'm going to go to jail. And I don't want that. I don't want to leave my family. I don't want to leave my husband and my son at home. So no, I can't be a lawyer. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. What is the other point? Yeah, Jen McCabe gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know if you can see, but it's number 1. It's up there. Jen McCabe, we're gonna read these notes. We're gonna go. They better come Sanctions. Lauren, hi. You guys, Lauren from Court of Random Opinion is here. She said they better come sanction this ass if they keep filing stupid documents. But honestly, though, Jen McCabe gives me the heebie-jeebies. And I wrote that up here. And Brian Higgins, question mark, question mark. How is he anybody's cop? He doesn't got it. It's not there. It's not all the way there. It's not up to its full potential. The squishy thing behind between the ears. Mm-mm. Let's see. And I wanted to bring up something. A lot of people talk about Karen Reed's attitude. I love it. I fucking love it. I don't want you to fake it. I don't want you to fake like you're sad. This man's death has caused you so much problems. She's been on trial longer than they were together. Well, not on trial, but this case is longer than their relationship. I don't need her faking like she's sad. I'm here for the resting bitch face from Karen every day. Hi, Lauren. Everybody say hi to Lauren. Everybody go subscribe to Lauren. And we are looking for a girlfriend for Lauren. I do not know if I'm allowed to say that. Lauren, I'm so sorry if you are not looking for a girlfriend. But Lauren says the only way she's dating for real, if the person falls in her lap straight up. So somebody better go fall in Lauren's lap. Oh, make my face bigger? My bad. How do I do that? Oh, I was in a corner the whole time. Okay. So I'm okay with Karen Reed having a bad attitude. I would hate it if she was pretending to be sad. I'm okay with that. Another thing, I'm never texting again. Now when I'm texting, I'm like, oh shit. Like, is somebody going to be reading my text on trial? Like, your text got to be clean. I don't know. Let's see. I can't even read that now. What did I say here? But if someone not in media control, yeah, the butt dials are weird. The butt dials are weird. The butt dials are 100% weird. Because what I would have loved, and again, I made a video about this. Jen McCabe is so out of. Somebody says I love Elsie. Oh, Lauren says she loves me. She gives me permission to do matchmaking. But yeah, great. Okay, so I'm about to go on a full matchmaking journey for Lauren. We got to do a live where we interview people. Oh, somebody says I'm Morgan from High Potential. I love Morgan. I love her mini skirts too. And I love her no shit attitude. Yeah, like I would love to help the cops solve a murder. I would love to help Brian Freeman and them like put somebody, in their place. But I can't. I cannot be. I would love to answer questions. I think I would be good for depositions, but I could never be a trial attorney. I figured that out today. Like this whole journey of Karen Reed has let me know I could not be a trial lawyer. I would go to jail. I would go to jail for pissing the judge off. So Jen McCabe's lying about the butt dials let me know she's not smart. Because, and this is not to show that I'm a good liar. It's just to show that if, somebody was to come in the house, but they never came in the house, and you were going to call them multiple times, the correct answer is, yeah, I called them multiple times because they never came in the house. And I was trying to find out, hey, I thought I saw you outside. Why did you never come in the house? But her answer was a butt dial, a butt dial, a butt dial, a butt 7 times, girl. And none of them went to voicemail. You lying. I'm moving on to the back of the thing. I need to see Michael Proctor. They need to put Proctor back on the stand. I didn't get the satisfaction of seeing him squirm the first trial. They need to put him back in the stand. Brian Albert Dondada, yes sir. Come to the front. Yep. I do not know anybody who sleeps that well to where there's a ruckus out of your front window. I don't care how gusty the winds were. I don't care how loud it was. You come out and you see what's going on. You come out. Something. Nobody's that there to sleep. If you're a cop and you can sleep that well, I'm scared. I'm scared for my safety. You hear what I'm saying? I've seen movies where they would have acted better than that. I've seen movies where somebody would have, matter of fact, it would have behooved you to pretend to give a shit. Like it would have actually, I would have believed you, Brian Albert, if you had faked just coming out. What's going on? What's going on? Then the cops tell you, sir, get back in your house. But you didn't even step out. You didn't even step out. And these cops never came to your door and knocked. Okay. But Canton is a small town and everybody knows everybody. And you were passed out drunk, somebody said, or you were performing coitus, which I don't believe it. and Jen McCabe went in the house, and I didn't want to give them a heart attack. So I woke him up. Brian, Nicole, wake up. There's a dead body on your lawn. Brian, Nicole, wake the fuck up. There's a dead body on your lawn. But no, I digress. Let's get to the notes. Oh, let's see. Oh, I already covered that. Oh, one thing I want to talk about. Let's talk about the copious amount of alcohol, the amount of alcohol these people were drinking, and were all just driving themselves home, and were all some way, shape, or form involved with law enforcement in that town is scary. It's scary. I'm scared. And you know what? At the end of the documentary, one of the friends were like, "Well, if they did it, why didn't they just dump him behind the train tracks behind the house?" Because that's too obvious, dummy. Why would they do that? Because then you're actually covering up a crime. The reason this case is not as wild as it could be, and us finding out they were all suspects, is because they just left him in the front. The drunk driving and everybody, like, I mean, even Karen herself said it. It's just the normal thing. Drunk driving is normal in Canton. The cops do it. The people, it's just cool. Let's talk about the fact that you guys, the friend, I forget his name, but he was like, "Well, why didn't they just put him behind the train tracks? That would have been a better place to put his body, because then it's a real conspiracy. Then there is a real crime to cover up. Because then when Karen doesn't really find him and she calls the cops, there's a real investigation to be done." But in my time, in all my years of watching Bones and watching the Jeffersonian, pull together multiple murders and unalivements and all that, I have never seen a man versus car, whether from the rear or from the front, where the torso is intact, the stomach is intact, the person doesn't have a bruise, chest down. He has a blunt force trauma injury to his head and scratches to his hands, and you telling me a car did that? A car did that? I was born at night, but not last night. A car hit that man and knocked him dead on his ass, cracked his skull. Where did he get the laceration on his eyebrow? Where did he get the contusion from? So did the car hit him on the eye? Like, and if not Brian Albert, if John O'Keefe is 6 foot something, right? Did he bend down to look at the taillight so that his eye hit the taillight? Because make it make sense. Where did the contusion on his eye come from? Or did Karen Reed get out the car and punch him when she was done? And then if that's the case, after she hit him, did she drunk drive herself in record time to his house for her Wi-Fi to connect to the phone? Because, okay, fine, you say she hit him and that's how he got the contusion on his head. Where did the eye contusion come from? Where did that come from? Because he's a tall man. If a 6 foot something man is standing behind that SUV, I'm 5 feet, and I think my eye passes the tail light. So if a 6 foot man is standing behind that SUV, his chest, his torso, and everything would more likely be aligned with the tail light, and he would have bruising there. But no, his contusion is on the eye. Did he bend down to look at the tail light and be like, "Hey, Karen, on 3, 2, 1, slam the gas and hit me in the eye"? Doesn't make sense. If you want to say Karen unalived that man, you could say that, but she didn't use a car. Which is your whole case, is that she used her car. Her tail light did this. We're back to square one. She couldn't have done it. Then when she was done, she's like, "Yeah, I just unalived this man. I'm going to go home. Yeah, and I'm going to call him 50 some odd times, and I'm going to cuss him out on voicemail. Oh, and in the morning when I wake up and I realize he's not there, I'm going to call Jen fucking McCabe. And I'm going to call Carrie Roberts to go look for him. I'm not just going to pretend to be asleep and wait to be surprised when they call me." Make it make sense. because it doesn't make sense. Oh, and if she was gonna call anybody to help, you don't think she would have called the man she thought was in love with her? She wouldn't have called Brian Higgins. He's like, I know you in love with me. I know you've been trying to get rid of John anyway. Well, I unalived him. Help me go pretend to find him. Why would you even go pretend to find him? Just leave him there. Go to bed. You have an alibi at this point. You were home with the niece. But no, she wakes up and go looks for him. Make it make sense to me because it doesn't. I watched enough Bones to know it does not make sense. Now, I don't know if y'all have seen Bones or not, but I'm telling you, Temperance Brennan would not be saying Karen Reed hit John O'Keefe with a car. But I'm not a forensic anthropologist, and I haven't been to nobody's medical school, and I know nothing. All I know is the math does not math. And if you think it maths, me and you got problems. And another thing, I will not be completing White Lotus. So please send me DMs till today. Till now, because I posted last night. Y'all are still DMing me. Girl, finish it. No, I will not be doing that. White Lotus was so bad that I went on Netflix like 30 minutes after I decided I'm not completing White Lotus, and I started Forever, and I finished all 8 episodes like 6 a.m. this morning. I binged that shit all through last night. It was amazing. It was a beautiful show with a bunch of Black people and no trauma. It was amazing. There was not one trauma. Well, I mean, yeah, for the kids, but like there was no stereotypical trauma. It was amazing. I loved it. I can't wait for season 2. Stop hyping that White Lotus shit. Yep. I'm gonna go. I have to make dinner. I have to pick up the boy, and he has to go to the pool. So we'll be back tomorrow. If you guys want to, let me know, and we do this again. No, there is trauma. There is trauma. I take that back. There was a lot of trauma, just not stereotypical trauma, I should say. Because somebody actually messaged me. I was like, the show sucked, Forever sucked. And I was like, why? And they were like, I'm like, why? Just say it. You wanted to see like the dad leave the mom or something? Like, what were you looking for? The Residents? Wait, The Residents, like the medical show? Because I've seen that. Is this a different show? Are you talking about The Resident, the medical show? Because that was one heck of a traumatic medical show. I've seen that, though, if that's what you're talking about. White Lotus was trash. Absolutely. If you guys are talking about The Resident, I've seen that. Somebody says Residence was wicked. Leslie, The Residence, the medical show? PI show. PI like me? Y'all are saying The Residence. Is it the same thing I'm talking? Detective show. Let's see. Let's see. The Residence. The Residence. Oh, it has what's your name? It has Uzo. Uzo from Orange is the New Black. Okay, I'm doing that tonight. Oh, I just said that too. Yeah, it has Uzo from Orange is the New Black. Okay, I'm watching that today. How many episodes? Can I binge it? 8 episodes. Got it. I'm gonna binge it tonight. We'll talk about it tomorrow. How about that? I think Donna goes live. I will see you guys here after Donna's show. How about that? We will do Donna's, and I owe Lauren a live. So Lauren, let me know. I owe you a live, and I aim to make good on my word. So let me know when you want to go live together. It would be on Lauren's live. So let me know, Lauren. Okay, so Donna goes live tomorrow. I think she's done like 3:40 by 4 p.m. So I'm gonna binge this Resident show today. Let me tell y'all something. Leslie, let me tell anybody who said go watch The Residents. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing right now. If the first episode is this, matter of fact, if the first 10 minutes of the first episode is a dud, we're fighting. I don't have a lot of time to waste. Okay. Y'all keep puffing up your chest and talking about, no, girl is good. No, girl is good. If it's not good, Square up. The Resident was scrap, in my opinion. The Pit. I'm. I haven't been able to finish the first episode of The Pit, so I don't know what y'all talking about over there too. And I love a good medical show, so maybe it's me. Is it me, or maybe it's Max as a platform? Because so far Max has been ass. Okay, we have 1 minute. Why is The Pit? Because I tried. Does everybody else agree The Pit is good, or does somebody else think it's bad? Maybe it's me. I will be honest though, whenever I've watched The Pit, I've started it when I was literally getting in the bed, like about to conk out, and I turned it on. So I've never been able to finish Max Ass. I'll watch that. Lauren, get off my platform right now before I block you. No, but everybody swears The Pit is good. And I don't see it. I tried. I haven't been able to complete episode 1, and it's been like 3 weeks. The Pit is a medical show. They have, when I started, it reminded me a little bit of New Amsterdam. If you guys have seen New Amsterdam, which is the medical show that got canceled, but it was good. It gave me New Amsterdam vibes, but I couldn't finish episode 1. Not because I don't think it was good, but everything kind of feels to me a little bit of like a regurgita of Grace and some of the other good medical shows. So I couldn't finish it. Elsie is momming right now. I really am. I really am. Love The Pit, but I can't walk away from the screen. Okay. Must be able to focus. Okay, maybe that's my problem. The Pit is supposed to be more extreme, like a more extreme of New Amsterdam. Because I think they were kind of having the same issues at New Amsterdam. Because remember, if you guys have seen New Amsterdam, they were having issues with the ER kind of like not being funded right and all that. Better Than Grace, season 1 through 13. Ooh, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Never watched. Yeah, the White Lotus thing, I'm not doing that again. I didn't watch New Amsterdam. Okay, so The Pit, and The Pit is very close to what happens in real life. Okay. So I already committed to The Residents, so we're gonna do that today. And eight episodes is light work. I could do that. I'm gonna do the Residents today, and then I'm gonna give The Pit a chance sometime down the road. Okay. Somebody said medical worker here, not real life, The Pit. A lot of former nurses said The Pit is real life. Ooh. It's cool unless you're a cop or know a cop. Ooh. Okay. I said 1 minute and y'all got me here for 2. Lara, you are supposed to have me on a timer, girl. The Pit is supposed to be great. Okay. So I owe you guys a watch for The Residents and The Pit. I'm committing to it. We're going to discuss, you guys, like TV shows and movies are like my actual true thing, except since this whole thing started, I haven't had a time. My TikTok, actually, if you go back to when I first started, I used to do reviews for TV shows and movies. And then this whole thing started, and then I haven't had a chance to sit because now I'm reading memorandums and filings and sanctions. So tennis, basketball, and TV shows are like my go-to thing. So if you guys will really have me, I would love to incorporate that. Oh, Laura says I did and you were listening. I'm sorry. Okay. I appreciate you guys for coming and we didn't have as many people in here as we normally do, but I appreciate every single one of you that showed up. And Kenny, please go to the gym, girl. Not you put off a whole hour to listen to me talk crap. Go to the gym. None of us should become famous because else will come for us. Leslie, you don't need to be famous. If I have to find you, I'll find you. Yeah, no, I love TV shows. I don't love movies as much as I love TV shows because I love to I love to stick with a character for a little bit longer. Tell your mom you're in a war room. All right, you guys, I love you so much. I have to go get the boy. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I'm gonna catch up on The Residents today. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm gonna be giving you guys updates as I go on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then go do that. Bye, Lauren. Bye. I love all of you guys for being here, and I'm being so serious. We're looking for a date for Lauren. There might even be an Australia trip in there for you. I don't know. She might have an extra ticket. I'm talking on my ass. I don't know if she has an extra ticket, but maybe you could get a free vacation out of it. Hell, Lauren, I would like to go to Australia. I'll come with you. I'm gonna leave Mr. Elsrich at home with a boy. Bring me to Australia. Okay, bye guys. I'm really gonna leave. I appreciate every single one of you. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and leave a comment. And if you're just catching up, I appreciate you for being here. Love you guys lots. Thank you. Bye.